Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be sharing my December favorites. I'm going to start off first with a kind of random product. It is a body treatment. I have a skin condition called keratosis pilaris, and it's just a big word for those little bumps that you get. It kind of almost feels like you have goosebumps all the time. And in the summer, I don't really have a problem with it. I think being out in the sun kind of helps them a little bit, but in the wintertime when my skin gets dry, they get terrible, and they also get red, and I put on tons and tons of lotion, but I still feel like there was something else I needed to do. So for a while I was using a prescription from my dermatologist, and that was working okay. And then this past year when I changed my skin regime and I really wasn't struggling as much with acne, I stopped going to my dermatologist as frequently. So I tried to find something over the counter, and what I found was from Paula's Choice, and this is the Weightless body treatment, and it has a 2% beta hydroxy acid, and it is actually specifically for this, and also if you have breakouts anywhere. All of my teenage years, you know, I struggled a lot with acne, but I never had breakouts on my body. But just in like the past few months, I would have like a couple little breakouts like on the back of my shoulders. So not only am I applying this where the little bumps are on my arms, I'm also putting it on the back of my shoulders, and it has cleared up everything. So I put this on, it just has like a little light fresh scent. I don't even know if you could call it a scent, and it absorbs very quickly. It's almost kind of like in between a gel and a lotion is like the feel of it on your skin, and it absorbs very quickly. So I'll put this first thing when I get out of the shower after I dry off, and then after that absorbs, then I'll go in with my lotion. And the bumps on my arms are a lot smoother now, and they have lost that redness. Alright, my next favorite is actually a brush head from my Clarisonic. I've had the Clarisonic longer than I've been married, so over 2.5 years I've had it. And I've always had the sensitive brush head, and I saw quite a few people talking about this one, and this is the deep pore cleansing, and you can tell it's different because it has this blue ring around it. And at first I wasn't interested in it at all because I do have sensitive skin, and deep pore cleansing just sounds like it's going to be like a serious and kind of be a little bit harsh on my skin. But I heard, you know, a few people say it seemed even softer than the sensitive head, so I went into Sephora and talked to one of the sales associates there, and they said, you know, that they had been using it and really enjoyed it. So I've been using it for a little over a month, and I will definitely be repurchasing this one. It is softer than the sensitive brush head, and I don't know, it just makes my skin feel really good, smooth, and just fresh, you know, when I use the Clarisonic. So this is definitely a big favorite for the month of December. In my favorites, I think 2 months ago, I had the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. Still am absolutely loving this. When I picked this up the first time, I'm very fair, so I just never even bother really looking at the different shades. So I just picked the lightest, which is Fair. And then I think last month I saw, you know, I was watching favorites videos, and I noticed that people were talking about a brightener and a color correcting one. So I went back to CVS and found the brightening one, and it has a pink tint, and I have been loving that. So I've been using them both. And I'll put the fair one, you know, right under where I have the dark circles, and then the pink one, I'll put that in this little triangle area, and then also bring it up onto my cheekbone. And it is just, has like a beautiful, subtle brightening effect that I'm really liking. Okay, and here's a little comparison of the two Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This one is the Fair, so that's the one I'm using on my dark circles, and this one you can just see it's a little bit pink in comparison, and it is just a wonderful brightener for underneath the eyes. Alright, my next favorite is a brush, and this is something that I've had in my collection for a long time and was trying to organize everything and rediscovered it. It is a Bare Essentials brush, and it is the Smoky Eye, and I've had this for a really long time, and I think it came in one of those little boxes that you can get, like the tutorial boxes, and this was how to create a smoky eye. Came with the brush and then 2 of those little loose eyeshadows. So it is double-sided, and both sides are angled. So this little side is perfect for applying color to my lower lash line, and then this larger side is wonderful for, you know, just applying a lot of color into the crease. If you'd like to see this brush in action, I used it in my New Year's Eve tutorial, so I'll link that below. Not even sure if you can still get this brush, but it is just very cool and just makes crease work very easy and fast. Alright, my next favorite is an eyelash curler. I had been using and loving for the longest time the e.l.f. dollar eyelash curler, and I would just pick that up at Target. It, did what I needed it to do. And then I was reading in a forum this was probably a month ago, that e.l.f. had redesigned their dollar eyelash curler, and the lady had used it and it cut off her eyelashes. I do not know if it's true, but it scared me, and I thought, oh, I don't even want to go there. That would just be the worst thing ever. So I did a little research and trying to find, still an affordable eyelash curler, but like one that would, really make an impact. So I picked up the Tarte eyelash curler, and this is about $15, and I picked it up at Ulta, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I've used it every day for the month of December. I will say, I think it does one eye better than the other. I think my eyes are a little differently shaped anyways. One eye is super easy, but I do have to work to get the outer lashes on my other eye, but overall I'm really enjoying the Tarte eyelash curler. Alright, and December was also a great month for mascaras. With that Tarte eyelash curler, I received a little mini sample of the Tarte's Light Camera Lashes. I think I've had a sample of this before and just, wasn't really wowed by it, but this, I don't know, this has very quickly become one of my favorite mascaras, and I'm also contemplating buying the full size when I run out of this sample. The other mascara that I picked up this month is the Almay Get Up and Grow One Coat Mascara. This is also wonderful, and I was trying to decide, which one I liked better between the Almay and the Tarte. My only complaint about the Almay is, I guess maybe two things. It might be a little heavy. Like, I feel like at the end of the day my eyelashes are drooping a little bit, and I think it might be the formula is a little heavy. And the other thing is, on my lower lash line, it does pretty well for those lower lashes, but I feel like it's hard to get off. And I've always used the Almay eye makeup remover and have never had trouble even with waterproof formulas. But I feel like this one stains a little bit, this like lower lid. So if you've used this, I would love to hear what your thoughts are and what eye makeup remover you use to take this off. Okay, and here's what the brush looks like on the Tarte's Light Camera Lashes. I just find this incredibly lengthening and volumizing, and it does a good job getting my lower lashes as well. Okay, and here's what the Almay Get Up and Grow brush looks like. It's a huge brush, and I actually really like it, and I feel like it does what it claims to do, and it also says that it is good for your lashes. So I haven't used it long enough to really make a decision on that, but for just, the mascara properties, I am very happy with this mascara. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, just Twitter and YouTube were abuzz with people finding the Balm product at Marshall's and TJ Maxx, and I was watching people do these hauls and thinking, oh, I've always looked at the Balm products at Sephora. They have just a small end cap at my Sephora. Never picked anything up, but thought they seemed really high quality, and it would be awesome to find them for super discounted. So a girl that I follow on YouTube, I will link her name down below. I can't think of it off the top of my head. People with a lot of numbers sometimes confuse me. I will link her below. She actually lives in my area and tweeted to me that she saw them at TJ Maxx. So on a lunch break from work, I went to TJ Maxx and found quite a few things from the Balm for very discounted prices. And probably my favorite thing that I picked up was the Mary Lou Manizer. This is the most beautiful highlight that I have found yet. And I think I was watching a video the other night that Goss makeup artist put this in his top products for 2011. Just a beautiful, shimmery without being glittery highlight. And it's just beautiful on the cheekbone, in the cupid's bow, down your nose. Very happy with this. And I guess a question I have for you all, I don't really have a brush that I love to apply it with. So I would love to hear what some of your favorite brushes are for applying highlight. A blush that I have been wearing a ton lately is MAC's Gingerly. This is a beautiful blush. This is what I have on right now. My mom also got this for Christmas, and she said, oh, it looks kind of like a bronzer in the pan. And it does, I agree, but when you put it on the cheeks, it just gives this warm and healthy look. And I've been finding that it goes with a lot of the eye looks I've been wearing lately. Hands down, my favorite nail polish for the month of December is Essie's Cocktail Bling. I have a lot of nail polish, and I rarely will do a manicure, wear it, take it off, and put the same polish on, but that happened over and over again in December. Absolutely love this polish, and I will go ahead and insert a picture of it on my nails. Alright, so those are my favorites for the month of December. I would love to hear what some of your favorites are. Also, I'm working on my best of 2011 beauty videos, so hopefully that will be up soon. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.